Have you ever wondered why you seem to have a knack for attracting the wrong type of guys? Those who lie about not being married, who are emotionally unavailable, who revel in living off your resources, or who harbor deep-seated fears about committing. Does this make you wonder whether you're inherently flawed or if all the good guys are already taken? Maybe you're just unlucky in love. Actually, it's not about luck at all. What if I told you that psychologists could predict the type of man you attract simply by looking at your past? Surprising, isn't it? Understanding the deeper patterns of attraction can unlock the mystery behind your romantic choices. Let's take a moment to look back at the beginning of your last relationship. You might remember feeling utterly captivated, interpreting clear red flags as charming quirks simply because you were in love. It's important to realize that while you thought you were seeing only their best traits, you actually recognized the flaws from the start. Surprisingly, there was an undeniable attraction to these very imperfections. Why, you might ask? Because they were familiar to you. This sense of familiarity goes deeper than mere comfort. It's about a deeply ingrained pattern that's rooted in your earliest experiences with love and attachment. Let's delve deeper into why these imperfections drew you in. Psychologists suggest that we are subconsciously drawn to partners who mirror our earliest caregivers' positive and negative qualities. These traits resonate with you as they echo the emotional environment you grew up in and align with your initial understanding of love. Whether it was the distant behavior of a parent or the unpredictable moods of a caregiver, these dynamics become imprinted in your psyche as familiar patterns of attachment. So, we can say that our romantic choices are often deeply influenced by our childhood experiences. When you encounter a romantic partner with behaviors similar to those of your early caregivers, your subconscious recognizes these patterns. It's like following a well-worn path. Even if that path hasn't always led to happiness, it's an unconscious effort to resolve past issues. On a deeper level, your emotional history is steering your attractions, compelling you to connect with people who feel like home. Because subconsciously, you might believe that this time you can fix the past or get it right. Take the case of Sarah, for example. Sarah grew up with parents who were always busy, leaving little time for her. As an adult, Sarah finds herself attracted to partners who are similarly unavailable. On the surface, it seems like a repetition of her childhood scenario. Deep down, Sarah is trying to recreate her childhood environment, but with a hopeful twist. This time, she can make the unavailable available. She can succeed where she felt her parents failed her. But what is the reality? Despite her intentions, Sarah often faces repeated disappointments. Each failed relationship reinforces her subconscious belief that the people she loves will not prioritize her. The cycle persists because the solution she hopes to find in her partners is actually something she needs to resolve within herself by healing her childhood wounds and altering her expectations of others. Then there's Jessica, who continually ends up with married men, only discovering their actual status after becoming emotionally invested. Growing up, Jessica's father was a charming man who secretly had affairs. His behavior deeply hurt her mother and left Jessica feeling both betrayed and disappointed. This early exposure to betrayal shaped Jessica's subconscious attraction to married men. She is unknowingly seeking partners who resemble her father, a familiar yet painful challenge. Deep down, Jessica hopes that by engaging in these relationships, she can somehow right the wrongs of her father and heal the wounds he inflicted on her family. But what is the reality? Each relationship with a married man ends in a familiar cycle of deception and heartbreak, echoing her mother's pain and disappointment. This pattern perpetuates Jessica's unresolved issues of trust and betrayal. To truly move forward, Jessica must acknowledge this destructive cycle and seek healing for her childhood traumas, ultimately learning to choose partners who can offer the honesty and commitment she deserves. Can you relate to Sarah or Jessica's experiences? How might their stories reflect your own relationship patterns? How can you break the cycle of attracting the wrong men? The first step is awareness. Recognizing that your choices aren't just happenstance, but are driven by deeply ingrained patterns. It's important to realize that these patterns are rooted in your past, particularly in your childhood experiences and relationships with your caregivers. Taking a close look at your early life is crucial to understanding these recurring dynamics. Therapy can serve as a powerful tool in this journey, offering a supportive environment to delve into and heal from these childhood wounds. By confronting these patterns head-on, you can begin to make conscious, healthier choices in your romantic life. Affirm to yourself what you truly deserve in a relationship: respect, honesty, and emotional availability. and make these your new criteria for partner selection. Remember, you are not doomed to a cycle of disappointing relationships. Each relationship provides lessons that bring you closer to understanding yourself and what you truly need in a partner. As you learn and grow from each experience, you gradually pave the way for healthier and more fulfilling relationships. Today, choose to start a new chapter in your romantic life by healing from your past. As English writer Clive Staples Lewis once remarked, "You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending." Let this be your guiding principle as you rewrite your story of love. You deserve to find your true happiness. Remember, in love, the most profound changes start from within. Thanks for watching Liise Mindful Stories. I hope this story encourages you to find your true path. If you enjoyed today's video, please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content.